Welcome to story time with Victoria, the Piggy and the Puddle. It's a reading rainbow book. Are you ready to venture to the puddle? Because I am. I'm really excited. See the piggy, see the puddle, see the muddy little puddle. See the piggy in the middle of the muddy little puddle. See her dawdle, see her diddle. In the muddy, muddy middle, see her waddle, plump and little in the very merry middle. She is plump, she is fat, and she is adorable. See her daddy, fuddy-duddy, fuddy-duddy, fuddy-duddy. Don't you get all muddy, 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 muddy. You are much too plump and little to be in the muddy middle. Mud is squishy, mud is squashy, mud is oh so squishy squashy. What you need is lots of soap. But the piggy answered, squishy squashy, squishy squashy. Nope. Her own father is calling her fat, so she's like, nope. See her mommy, fiddle faddle, fiddle faddle, fiddle faddle. Get out of there, skedaddle, daddle, 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 daddle. You are much too plump and little to be in the muddy middle. Mud is mushy, mud is squishy, mud is oh so mushy squishy. What you need is lots of soap. But the piggy answered, mushy squishy, mushy squishy, nope. And her mother calls her fat. Both of her parents are just mean. Basically, by now we already know that her parents like to put her down. See her brother, silly Billy, silly Billy, silly Billy. Do not waddle willy-nilly, willy-nilly, willy-nilly. You are much too plump and little to be in the muddy middle. Mud is oofy, mud is poofy, mud is oh so oofy poofy. What you need is lots of soap. Her whole family are just, I'm gonna say it, assholes. But the piggy answered, oofy poofy, oofy poofy, nope. She's like, bitch, please. Now they all stood in a huddle, right beside the muddy puddle, and they looked into the puddle. What a muddy, muddy muddle. What a muddy, muddy muddle. Yeah. There was Piggy, plump and little, in the very merry middle. She was waddling, she was paddling, she was diving way down dairy. She was wiggling, she was giggling. She was very, very merry. Said the mother, little Piggy, you have made me very mad. Said the father, little Piggy, you have made me very sad. Little Piggy, said the brother, you are very, very bad. Said the piggy, squishy, squashy, squishy, squishy, very bad. They're pissed off at her because she's in the mud. And she's laughing at their faces. Dear, oh dear, said Piggy's mother. What's a mother pig to do? She thought and thought and thought and thought, and then of course she knew. She said, I bet my feet get wet, and jumped in too. See two piggies in the puddle, in the muddy little puddle. See the piggy and her mommy. Not in her mommy. See the piggy and her mommy in the muddy little puddle. Me oh my, said Piggy's father. What's a father pig to do? He thought and thought and thought and thought. And then of course he knew. He said, I bet my tail gets wet, and jumped in too. In this case, the daughter is the smartest one in the family. See three piggies in the puddle, in the muddy little puddle. See mommy, daddy, piggy in the muddy little puddle. Boo-hoo-hoo, cried Piggy's brother. Whatever shall I do? He thought, but not for very long, because of course he knew. He held his nose and he yelled, here goes, and jumped into. He's jumping into, because he's a follower and he's stupid. See four piggies in the puddle, in the muddy little puddle. See the piggies in the middle of the muddy little puddle. See them diddle big and little, in the very merry middle. Said the daddy, mud is squishy, mud is oh so squishy squashy. Said the mommy, mud is mushy, mud is oh so mushy squishy. Said the brother, mud is oofy, mud is oh so oofy poofy. Why does it say Chloe's soap at the top? Said the piggy, squishy squashy mushy squishy oofy poofy. Indeed, said the little piggy, I think we need some soap. But the other piggies answered, oofy poofy, nope. Look, she's like, you guys need soap. Everyone's like, hell to the no. So they all dove way down dairy and were very, very merry. And there is the brother drowning and no one gives a shit. Okay, tune into the next segment of my books if you like this. If you don't, then, you know what, fuck you. Da-da-da! The piggy and the puddle, the piggy and the puddle, the piggy and the puddle. She's so adorable.